Welcome to Brunswick Beat,
Brunswick County's only television news show brought to you by the Brunswick Beacon. I'm Rachel Johnson.
And I'm Stacey Manning. A South Carolina woman who led Brunswick County Sheriff's Office deputies on a high-speed pursuit Monday night called 911 and said she'd stop for $300,000. A deputy attempted a traffic stop on December 10th around 11:25 p.m. The driver, Jennifer Herring of Surfside Beach, South Carolina, failed to stop for blue lights and siren. She led police on a 15-minute pursuit in the supply area with speeds reaching 75 miles per hour. Much of the pursuit was recorded during a 9-minute and 46-second 911 call. Here's an excerpt.
That is why she's not pulling over, because you guys have yet to pay your fee that you already owe to me. That's why I'm not going to pull over until I get my money. You guys haven't paid me. Why should I pay you? I'm asking you what the emergency was. You said there's no emergency. If there's no emergency, what is the use of all these public funds going towards chasing me on the road right now like a bunch of idiots?
Herring was arrested and taken to the Brunswick County Detention Center. She has been charged with driving while impaired, felony flee to elude arrest, driving while license revoked, careless and reckless, and driving left to center. She was also arrested for failure to appear on a pending DWI case here in Brunswick County.
On December 5th, multiple law enforcement agencies joined the Brunswick County Sheriff's Office for Operation Christmas Crackdown. The goal was to apprehend 34 wanted suspects. It targeted street-level drug dealers. 29 were arrested that morning with an additional 4 suspects charged. One additional suspect was arrested on Thursday, December 6th. 4 suspects remain at large. They are Wanda Johnson of 4330 Old Ocean Highway in Bolivia, James Chris Bunting of 1019 Emory Street in Wilmington, Brendan Emerson of 1336 Parkland Way in Leland, and Jeremy Hunsucker of 6667 Funston Road in Winnebago. Anyone with information on his or her whereabouts should contact the Sheriff's Office at 253-2777.
4 people have been arrested and a 5th is sought in connection with a robbery November 29th at Winners World Sweepstakes in Carolina Shores. The Sheriff's Office has arrested Xavier Jenrette, 22 of Shallotte, and Brandon Dyson, 28 of Little River, South Carolina. They have been charged with conspiracy to commit robbery and robbery with a dangerous weapon. Jacobian Wilson, 34 of Long, South Carolina, is charged with conspiracy to commit robbery. James Allison, 29, also of Longs, is charged with conspiracy to commit robbery and robbery with a dangerous weapon. A warrant has been issued for Ranchacala Vaness, 32 of 3243 Foxwood Drive in Laura, South Carolina. She's also known as Coot. She faces a conspiracy charge. A $500 reward is being offered for information leading to the arrest of this person who may also be involved in the robbery. Anyone with information should contact Detective Kyle Jones at 880-4944. A new business, NEAH Transportation Holdings, intends to revolutionize the refrigerated trucking market. The new business opened in Shallotte on December 5th. The company's new refrigerated transportation vehicle is based on a truck converted from diesel to run on natural gas. It has a customizable refrigeration unit that is cooled by solar power. While the company looks to break ground, the town of Shallotte looks forward to the new business hiring 30 employees in its first year.
Sunset Beach is considering forming a merchants association. It is talked about a December 5th business community reception orchestrated by the town at Sea Trail. Mayor Rich Serrato said seeds for exploring the topic started last January. The hope is for island and mainland business leaders to join together to form a local merchants association. Last week's meeting was a first step. About 30 people turned out for the informal session where there was talk about steps needed to form an association as well as bylaws and getting organized. The first thing is to establish a budget and outline potential membership.
Sheriff John Ingram says his agency will continue to be in Carolina Shores to provide support. He spoke at the monthly Carolina Shores Commissioners meeting on December 6th to address concerns about traffic and law enforcement. He responded to residents' concerns about speeding. Ingram said the Sheriff's Office has made a lot of positive headway with taking over animal services. There are about 200 people now volunteering at the animal shelter. He said that has helped increase the adoption rate from 15% to 33%, as well as decreasing the euthanasia rate.
Last Friday night, legendary singer Willie Nelson and his family were on the road again, making their first stop at Brunswick Community College's Odell Williamson's Auditorium. The concert was the biggest sellout ever for the 1,500-seat auditorium. Nelson's show opened with performances by daughter Paula Nelson and son Lucas Nelson with his band, Promise of the Real. Willie was accompanied on piano by his sister Bobby. He sang numerous songs during his hour-and-a-half-long performance. Find all these stories and much more inside this week's Beacon, available on newsstands now. Welcome to the Beacon Sports Report. One thing is certain, Caleb Hawkins would have been proud. Former standout athlete at West Brunswick, Hawkins was a member of the cross-country team, the wrestling squad, and was the Trojans' #1 tennis player before tragedy struck in May 2009. After winning the Most Improved Wrestler award following his junior season, Hawkins died the same year from injuries he suffered as a passenger in an automobile wreck 10 days before his 18th birthday. Consequently, the #1 court at West Brunswick's tennis facility is now Caleb Hawkins Court. His impact on the Trojan community stretched far beyond the doubles alleys, however, and head wrestling coach Jimmy Carraway, now in his 8th season at the helm, decided to dedicate the Trojans' annual December tournament in his former grappler's honor. Saturday in Gillette, West had the 4th annual Caleb Hawkins Memorial Tournament. Undoubtedly, Hawkins would have celebrated the results. West Brunswick's varsity team placed 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in 11 of the 14 weight classes en route to tallying 147 total team points as it outscored its closest competitor by 33 points to grab the team championship. Meg Fletcher, girls swim team captain and the daughter of swim coach Lynn Fletcher and football coach Jimmy Fletcher, was thrilled to start West's official swim team with her backstroke leg of the 200-yard relay last Saturday. Fletcher senior Kelsey Ross, senior Abby Long, and senior Kennedy Hughes swam the first relay. Freshman Dustin Rupert swam the first individual event for the boys team, and sophomore Christian Cheney won the first ever heat. Those student athletes and other Trojans entered the record books as the West Brunswick swim team swam in its inaugural meet in the Donna E. Gore Aquatic Center. The West boys wore long black trunks with a flash of green down the sides, and the girls sported green and black swimsuits, and all wore black swim caps with a big green W on the sides. Overall, West finished 5th in the meet. Read all these stories and see more great photos in this week's sports section of the Beacon.
I'm back at Cattails again today with a new friend.
Hi, Laura. This is Amanda. She's a 6-month-old Manx mix. She has no tail. She was born that way. She didn't lose it. She was born without a tail, and she has stripes and stripes and stripes and the softest fur ever.
She's adorable.
And I don't know if you know Manxes, but they're so funny. Because when they run, they keep their back legs together, so they look like little bunny rabbits running down the hallway.
So cute. Well, she would make a great pet for somebody, especially somebody who loves Manx cats, because they have Amanda right here at Cattails on Beach Drive in Ocean Isle Beach. And you can come and visit with her. They're open to the public on Wednesdays from 11 to 1 and on Saturdays and Sundays from 11 to 3. They are also up at PetSmart.
We're at the PetSmart in Wilmington on weekends.
Okay.
And we take a bunch of our cats and kittens with us, so you can visit with them up there too.
Okay.
But Amanda would just love to have a home. You can tell she's anxious to get down and run and play and have a whole house to play in.
Months old. She's very lively. She's got her little motor going right now, so she's very sweet as well. She'd make a great pet, so come on out and visit with Amanda. And there's other cats and kittens too, so come on.
Christmas on Ice is a seasonal show at the Palace Theater at Broadway at the beach in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This year's 2-hour show has new acts and songs, has featured Canadian gold and bronze medalists Jodine Higgins and Sean Rice. Performances continue through December 29th, except for Sundays, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Ticket prices are $9.95 for children 12 and younger and $29.95 for ages 13 and older. For tickets, showtimes, and more information, log on to palacemb.com or call 800-905-0228.
Light up your Yuletide this season with the Holiday Laser Music Show at Ingram Planetarium in Sunset Beach. The show features colorful laser images displayed on the dome ceiling of the planetarium's Side Dome Sky Theater. Features holiday music like Sleigh Ride, Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, Winter Wonderland, and Jingle Bell Rock. The show runs through the end of the year and is appropriate for all ages. Non-member per show admission is $8 for adults, $6 for seniors, and students, $4 for ages 3 to 4, and free for ages 2 and younger. Stay for 2 shows and you'll receive $1 off the second ticket. For more days and times, call 575-0033 or visit online at museumplanetarium.org.
Brunswick Concert Band is teaming with Brunswick Little Theater singers to present Holiday Melodies. Performances are scheduled for 7:30 p.m. Friday, December 14th at Hatch Auditorium at Baptist Assembly in Caswell Beach and 3 p.m. Sunday, December 16th in Odell Williamson Auditorium at BCC. Selections will range from traditional carols to old favorites with a new twist. Admission is free, though donations will be accepted. Donations help support music students' assistance programs, which provide instruments to students who can't afford their own.
Leland Smithfield Chicken and Barbecue will host a final motorcycle show of 2012 on December 18th. It supports General Manager Tanya Atkinson's diaper drop-off project to benefit the Brunswick Family Assistance. Atkinson has a goal of donating 1,000 pounds of diapers to help families who have small children. For more information, call Atkinson at 371-6900.
The Navassa Drum and Drill team represented its town as part of the Christmas parade in Leland on Saturday. The community group gives kids from the small town of 1900 a chance to perform throughout Brunswick County and the surrounding area. Children as young as 5 up to their late teens learn to dance and play drums. The group performs in holiday parades and at festivals throughout the year. Here is some video of the drum and drill team performing for the holiday crowd in Leland.
A group of local youth is helping people get into the holiday spirit. In recent weeks, the multi-award-winning West Brunswick High School vocal music department has performed at holiday gatherings and events. They have been caroling all over the area. This week, they are visiting area nursing homes, the courthouse, and elementary schools. Their big show is at 7 p.m. Monday, December 17th at Odell Williamson Auditorium at BCC. The concert is free, and the community is invited to come and sing along to holiday favorites.
That's all the time we have for tonight, but you can read all these stories and much more in this week's Beacon. If you have comments or suggestions for us at Brunswick Beat, you can email us at brunswickbeat@brunswickbeacon.com. Don't forget to follow the Beacon on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Brunswick Beacon.
Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to tune in next week for a brand new edition of Brunswick Beat, Brunswick County's only television news show. Look for the latest edition of Real Women inside this week's Beacon. We close out this week's show with photos of the Leland Christmas Parade.